Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stadium here in Haverford as the visiting Penncrest Lions are set to battle your Haverford Fords. Penncrest is coming off an absolute thrashing of Harrington a few days ago, 10-2, their most lopsided victory of the season, and this is the first and only time these two teams will meet in the regular season. So we've got an absolutely fantastic matchup here today. Haverford is 7-0 in the Central League. Penncrest is 5-0 in the Central American Division. We've got an absolutely fantastic game. Jack, what's the storylines coming into this? Who are you looking for?
I think the biggest one coming into tonight is definitely the Fords and how they're undefeated. I think that's going to be like their main point. They're in pursuit of the 1 seed right now for the playoffs. If they're able to stay undefeated and chase that 1 seed and get somewhat of an easy path into the playoffs, which is coming up soon, I think that's going to be huge for them.
And these types of games, Haverford relies so much on their defense. Having a good defense, having low-scoring games, you know, it's 3-1, 4-2, these types of games. They don't have a flashy offense, but they get the job done in order to get wins. Currently 7-0 right now, first in the Central League. This Haverford team, they've been on a tear, led, of course, by Dylan McKelvey, who has got 10 goals and 8 assists on the season thus far for 18 points. He's got 1 power play goal and 5 power play assists for a total of 6 power play points. So definitely something to keep an eye on is the Fords power play, especially because they have scored 9 power play goals as a team and only allowed 3, whereas Penncrest has scored 4 and allowed 2. So Haverford's power play is much better. So if Penncrest gets in the box early, Haverford would look to take advantage.
Yeah, their penalty kill has been good, though, so the Fords offense needs to find the weak points. I think Penncrest still a very formidable opponent, even to an undefeated team like the Fords. I think they're going to need to be a little careful, at least out the gate, and kind of work their way into the lead at the beginning. Try and play from ahead from there.
Absolutely. You know, this game reminds me of, not to bring up bad memories, but the Central League playoffs last year where Penncrest managed to outlast Haverford 3-2 in overtime. And they did exactly what you were saying, Jack. They kept it tight. They didn't go to the box that often. And when they did, they were able to kill it off with some fantastic defense. So both teams looking to do that here tonight. Fords are trying to get Penncrest to get in the box early, try to take advantage. And in net tonight for the Fords, of course, Mr. Reliable, Dylan Vieira himself. He's got a 7-0 record right now, a 1.29 goals against average, a 958 save percentage, and 1 shutout. So Dylan Vieira has been the brick wall, the rock, so you can say, for the Fords. And the Fords are going to be leaning on him again to have another fantastic night.
Yeah, it's definitely important to have somebody solid in the net, but I think he's more than just that. I think he's just amazing, really. Less than 1.5 goals per game. You know, you're looking at 1 goal, maybe 2 on an off chance. And with an offense like ours that can put up points on a consistent basis, even though they're not heavily bombarding defenses, they're consistent. And with the goalie like that and their defense to let up roughly a goal per game, that's why they're able to win all of this so far. 7-0, looking for 8 tonight. It's about to get underway.
It will be in just a few minutes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back for warm-ups and puck drop. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the stadium as the visiting Penncrest Lions are about to take the home Haverford Fords. I'm Nick Petrucci, joined by
Jack Keaveney.
And we are so excited to finally be broadcasting hockey this year. This team has been fantastic. We're so excited for a great game and a great season, and we're ready for puck drop. Jack, what do you think?
I'm excited. It's our first hockey broadcast of the year. Haven't really been able to get to many of the games due to our other broadcasts, but this hockey team is close to perfection. I'm going to be honest. 7-0, perfect record. They got, all-round kind of a team. They're able to stop the opposing offense and then get right back on offense themselves and turn it around. So I think that's going to be their main point here, is to kind of get off of Penncrest's offense, change momentum quickly, and kind of take advantage of that kind of moment of not exactly shock, but uncertainty there, and kind of just take it home from there.
Exactly. And we have learned that in between the pipes for Penncrest is going to be Fiona Walker. She has a 4-0 record, a 1.5 exactly goals against average, a .925 save percentage, and 1 shutout. So her numbers are very similar to Dylan Vieira. It's going to be a fantastic night for both goalies. Both teams are giving their last-minute speeches before teams take the ice. We've got a good student section here today. A lot of people, a lot of parents. It's going to be a good one, Jack.
Yeah, I think we can expect another one of those Fords kind of low-scoring games that they kind of get ahead early and just continue that throughout and have their defense kind of do most of the heavy lifting.
And we are underway here as the Fords win the faceoff. Yoder trying to get it. He is not able to get it. It will go down the ice into the corner. Penncrest able to recover now. Here comes Grant. Grant, Penncrest leading scorer, will ring it along the boards to Matt Lebuano. Matt Lebuano pressured. He'll give it off to Scott Scranton. Scranton turned it over, but is able to recover on the side. Passes it back to Nash Grant. Grant along the half pipe. Trying to get something going, and he does. Finds Scranton. Scranton in the corner now. Being chased by Dylan McKelvey. Relentlessly there. Battle along the boards. Penncrest still has it. Huge hit on the side there. But Penncrest is able to come away with it. Scranton fires off the post. What a way to start. Penncrest already rolling offensively here. Here comes Grant. Grant making 2 Haverford players miss. Passing it to someone else. Huge hit on the corner there. Already a very physical game. Haverford with the puck now. And they will turn it over and go for a change. Now, Haverford resetting. Here comes McCormick. McCormick, captain of this Haverford team, tries to pass to Scuderi, just was not able to get it there. That was a good chance. Penncrest is able to recover now, but they turn it over. Lil loses it, and now it's a 3-on-1. Haverford's able to get men back, though, before Scranton is able to do anything. And it's turned over by the Fords. But Penncrest is there, quickly able to stop it before anything serious can happen. Cleary now. Cleary passes it off the stick of Gavin McCarty. Turns it over to the Fords.
So the Fords have seen a lot of turnovers from Penncrest, a lot of, missed pucks, missed passes. I think they need to take advantage of that in the future, kind of just look out for that as something they can exploit.
Exactly. As both teams are just trying to figure out how to get around the other team's defense right now, turning pucks over a lot. Here come the Fords, though. Lil gets around a man, loses the puck, but is able to get back in the corner. Haverford's looking for it, and they're able to get it, but it goes offside. Lindelof has to throw it in. Haverford will go for a change. Penncrest now has got it. They're looking for it. Off the stick of Tesla. Justin Tesla was right there, and that will be our icing. First icing of the game. 14:41 left in the first period, and already this could be a massive face-off here. Offensive zone draw for the Fords.
Yeah, they got a good shot here. They got some really good face-off percentages through the season so far. See if they can get another one here and turn a quick goal.
As Jan Cerullo wins the face-off there. Haverford player loses his stick, but not able to cover. They keep it in, though, off a skate. What a play by Nash Grant. Huge block there. Haverford had men in front. They could have got something going there, but they're able to recover. This puck will go all the way down. Haverford is able to recover. Here comes Fiddy. Fiddy battling along the boards here. Will go behind Vieira. McCormick now with it. Pass it to Bannister. Bannister. This is not able to corral it. This will go to the other corner now. And the puck will not get out. Turned over. Nash fires, and a huge glove save by Vieira there. He saw it all the way. And the first real test for Dylan Vieira, he has passed with flying colors.
There we see some of his perception. He's got very good kind of a lookout on the ice. He's able to see every single threat and assess it as necessary. And there's just another time where he does so.
Haverford wins the faceoff again. This will go behind their net. Starting to get something going. McCormick is able to get it out. And gets around his man. Here comes Fiddy. He's not able to handle it, though. Penncrest is able to recover. The circle behind the net. Looking to get something going. Pass it back to Grant. Grant will fire it down the ice. It's off a Haverford skate. Scott Scranton's got it. Scott Scranton looking for something in the corner. Can't find it yet. And it'll get turned over. Here come the forwards. It's Sean Yoder. Yoder by himself, but excellent poke check by Nash Grant there to force it off. Grant now getting pressured by two forwards, is able to get around. And Penncrest almost had numbers off his stick. They're able to recover. Sean Yoder, nice defensive play there. Force it back as Haverford will go for a change. Penncrest looking to reset. Nice play by Alex Scuderi there. Huge hit. Connor Lill just decimated a guy right in front of us. And that's what we love about these games. It's a physical game to start. As this puck will go back to Penncrest. They'll try to reset by dumping it in. Vieira can't quite play it. But Haverford is quickly able there to corral it and prevent any future damage. Right in front of the Haverford bench now. They'll ring it along the boards. Here comes McClatchy. McClatchy trying to get something. It's turned over. Scott Scranton's got it. Alex Scuderi hits him into the boards there. But Penncrest is still able to recover. They'll fire it on. Nice blocker save by Vieira there. Scramble in front. Haverford's able to recover, though.
There we see the defensive players kind of assist the goalie there. They're able to prevent a rebound from happening, which could have been detrimental.
As Penncrest is able to get it back now. They do not have numbers. They'll give it back to Cleary. Cleary looking to get something. He will not get it. He'll just dump it in as Penncrest will go for a change. Haverford circling behind. Excellent forechecking there by Penncrest. It's 1v3, and they're making it difficult, allowing his defensive guys to change, get fresh legs out. Another shot on Vieira. He's able to block that away. Goes in the corner. Penncrest now cycling. Waiting, trying to find a good shot. Vieira blocks it, and they score.
That's not something you see often out of the forwards is an early goal, but they allowed Penncrest to be in the offensive zone for a good portion of the game time so far. And I think eventually, even though they have a really good defense, if they give them that many opportunities, they're bound to seize one of them. So I think the forwards need a little bit more time of possession here going forward.
As the forwards will win the face-off, it is, I believe, Gavin McCarty of Penncrest that was able to jam it home. So not even 9 minutes into this game, Penncrest is already up 1, but the forwards didn't win the face-off. Been trying to get something going here, and they turn it over. We'll go behind the net. Bannister looking to get reinforcements, and he does. Trying to get something going here. They do have numbers for a second. Again, it's turned over. Penncrest has been relentless with the turnovers thus far. Referee has his arm up. And I believe this is going to be a penalty against Haverford. Let's see the call. And indeed, it is. It is going to be Jackson Murphy, the defenseman, for tripping. So 11:03, and Penncrest now has an offensive zone draw and a power play to work with here. But the forwards are able to win it, and then turn it over behind the net. Huge hit along the boards there, but Penncrest is still able to get it. looking to get something going here. Grant will give it back. Here comes Lebuano. Lebuano trying something, but it's off the pad of Vieira, and an excellent clear there. Just go all the way down the ice. Huge clear there by the captain, Brendan McCormick. And now McKay trying to get something going here. He's got numbers along the right-hand side. McKay circling, looking, give it off to Grant. Grant fires, nice save by Vieira there, and it goes into the corner. Battle along the boards there. McCormick's able to get it out to his man, but not quite, as Penncrest is able to turn it over and get it back. Lebuano has it. Lebuano gives it off to Grant. Grant on the left side looking to get something going. Fires, and he scores. Nash Grant, the defenseman, on the power play, shoots it top right. And not even 10 minutes in, Penncrest is up 2-0.
That's kind of the opposite of what the Ford needed to do. They're down early. I think they play a lot better when they're up, kind of out the gate. Now they have to play very rigorous offense, which isn't usually their kind of style of play. We'll see if they can get it done, as this team is very dynamic, and they have definitely a shot to do so.
And a major issue for Haverford has been turnovers. They haven't really gotten any good offensive chances against Fiona Walker yet. Meanwhile, Dylan Vieira has been peppered, as here's a turnover there. Almost had a great chance on Vieira, but Haverford was able to recover. In their corner now, McCormick looking to find someone, and he does. Fitty along the wall, gets hit. Puck is not out. Penncrest is able to turn it over. They keep it in. Not anymore, though. Excellent defensive play there by Dylan McKelvey on the forecheck. Is able to get it out. And McKelvey gets off his man. He's got a man with him. McKelvey fires, and an easy glove save for Fiona Walker. Haverford's first shot on goal, very similar to Penncrest's. A nice, clean look, but the goalie is able to glove it cleanly.
Yeah, I think the numbers that Penncrest had coming down the ice was definitely making it extremely difficult for any sort of scoring there. But again, just wear down the defense. That's kind of what Penncrest did earlier in this period, and hopefully the Fords can do some of that on their own.
Haverford's fourth line is out here. They get the turnover. Gian Cerullo trying to find someone and goes underneath. He can't find it. Excellent defensive pickoff there. Fords are trying to get something going. Shot high and wide. Goes into the corner now. Fords are trying to get it, and they won't. They will just throw it back in. Penncrest resetting now. They'll give it off to Noggle. Noggle will reset. Give it to McKay. McKay will bounce it along the boards. Pass it back. Goes back to McKay. McKay gives it off to Lebuano and gives it back to McKay. McKay circling here. Penncrest trying to get something going here, and they do. They find a man. It's Scott Scranton. Scott Scranton fires, and it's high and wide. Fords are able to recover now. 2-on-2 with men right behind him. Another shot blocked by Walker and tossed aside. Penncrest is able to clear it. Nice turnover there by Liam Heller. He's not able to recover, though. Scranton looking to find someone. He can't. Nice defensive breakup there by the Fords. And they try to get going to Sean Yoder. We're not able to get there quite. Picked off now. Fords are trying to get something going. Passes it back. Tekador in a 1v3. Can't find it. And Noggle's one-on-one right now with McCormick. Noggle, a move, but he gets forced off. Huge play by McCormick there. Force him off. That was nearly a breakaway there during a defensive line change. Almost another lapse in judgment. Fords are able to recover now. This one will bounce along the wall. Grant will give it back to Lebuano. He bounces it off the boards back to Grant. It's off his Haverford stick. Yoder's able to not quite get it. Almost had it there. They would have had numbers too, and the Fords will just have to throw it back. Here comes Penncrest. Fires another shot high and wide. This will go all the way around. Penncrest is able to get there, though. Lebuano now in his corner. Being pressured, will give it off to Grant. Grant looking, will throw it just out of reach there for his man, and that will be another icing here. 6:52 left in the first. Penncrest is up 2-0, but the Forts have started to get some offensive macho going.
Yeah, time of possession since the last goal has definitely shifted more in the forwards' favor, excuse me. And I think last time they were down here with a face-off, they had a good look, but the pass was a little bit off. I think that's something they got to improve on going forward.
As Alex Scuderi wins the face-off, and McKelvey, a shot blocked by Walker, and then a huge hit in the corner there. Forwards are able to recover, though. Lil fires off a stick. I believe that was Matt McKay. Scuderi slams his man into the boards. The forwards not able to recover, but our linesman's arm is up. Let's see what the referees are going to call here. And it is going to be Penncrest number 53, Matt McKay, for, I believe, elbowing. And Haverford now, their first power play of the game. This could be a huge to get them back in this one.
We talked about their power play proficiency earlier. I think now's as good a time as any to start making up that deficit.
As the first face-off does not produce much. Scary now in the dot, and he'll win it. Back to McCormick. McCormick off to Lil, just off his stick, he can't handle it. Yoder now in the corner, will give it back. Lil looking. He can't quite get it to McCormick, and the forwards are going to have to go back and reset here. They'll give it back. Here comes Scuderi. Scuderi will throw it in. A little dump and chase action there. Yoder's right on him. Sorry, Scuderi. Scuderi, McKelvey, and Yoder are there. They're not able to recover, though. They had the puck behind them, and Penncrest is able to clear it down the ice. McKelvey will get it. Play it to his man, McCormick. Allowing Haverford to reset. McCormick charging up the ice with speed. He's got numbers. McCormick being pressured by Lebuano. He'll go behind the net. McCormick will circle all the way around. Give it off to Lil. Lil gives it to Alex Scuderi. Scuderi looking, fires just wide. Another good chance there. Lil in the corner. He'll give it to Yoder. Yoder being pressured by Lebuano. Yoder goes down, but the forwards are able to maintain possession. Nash Grant's able to get it, though, for Penncrest. In the corner, Grant will throw it along the boards. Intercepted by Lil. Lil trying to get something going here. Will give it to Yoder. 35 seconds left on the power play. It's turned over behind the net. Connor Lil, another fantastic turnover, but the forwards aren't able to capitalize. And a huge clear for Penncrest there. 22 seconds left as Penncrest is able to get a fresh line change going, get fresh legs out. But here comes Brendan McCormick, captain of the forwards. McCormick fires. Nice save by Walker. Scramble out in front. Forwards are able to get it. Stickle fires. And high and wide. Stickle had it there. The last good chance for Haverford's power play. And Penncrest is able to kill it off there. Huge kill by Penncrest. Haverford got some good offensive chances, just were not able to convert.
We talked about Haverford's power play proficiency, but we also talked about Penncrest's penalty kill. And there we see perfect example. So many chances, they're able to clear it, I believe, 3 different times within the 2-minute span.
Shot fired on. Vieira had it, lost it for a second, and then will go into the corner. 4 minutes left in the period now as Penncrest trying to get something going. They're ringing along the boards. But McKelvey is there. McKelvey will turn it over. Here comes Lebuano. Lebuano, shot fired well wide. Into the corner now. Forwards are trying to get it. 3v2 board battle here. Penncrest is able to come away with it, though. Shot fired and gloved by Vieira. He saw that all the way, too. He was going wide, but gloves it, allows the forwards to take a breath, reset. A little, what would I say here? Little too many cooks in the kitchen, so to say.
Yeah, I think the forwards need to focus better on passing and a little bit more of the teamwork aspect. Not trying to insinuate that they're playing selfishly, but I think they're all trying to do their best to kind of get the game to be back more on even ground, and they're all trying to do that as quickly as possible. There's still 2 whole periods left, and then change as well.
Oh, what a chance by Penncrest. Vieira was on his legs trying to find it. 2 excellent chances there, and another shot. Vieira is able to block that. Penncrest, right off the faceoff, had 3 good chances there. I didn't know where the puck was for a second, but Vieira is able to recover. So the forwards desperately trying to get out of their zone here. And they are able to do that. Down the ice. It will be cleared. Tecador now, by himself, trying to get something going, but he won't. McKay will give it off. Back to McKay. McKay trying to get something going here. He'll go behind the net. He's able to recover, though. McKay still with it. In the corner, he'll give it back. Lebuano. Lebuano looking, firing, and that's high and wide. Not able to get it out, though. Haverford now along their bench. Trying to get the puck out, and they will. Shidley will give it off. 2 Penncrest players run into each other there. Fortunate bounce for the forwards as they're able to dump it and finally get a new defensive pairing out on the ice. Turned over by the forwards there. Fantastic forechecking. Lil, McKelvey, that first line. They're able to still keep it in. McCormick. McCormick along the wall. Going to Scuderi. Scuderi back to McCormick. McCormick turns it over. Scuderi is able to recover, though. Here comes Lil. A shot. And Field Walker is able to get that. Scuderi is able to keep the puck, though. He'll get it back to McCormick. McCormick and Lindelof. McCormick, and they score! Connor Lil off the deflection. Brendan McCormick fired it on. And just like that, the forwards have found life, and they are back in this one. 2-1 with just under 2 minutes to play here in the first.
That was a perfect example of using the misdirection and confusion in front of the net to kind of block the sight of the defenders. That's what makes Haverford's defense so good. They're always aware of where the puck is. I know this game they've been a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of shots on goal from Penncrest, but they're able to see it clearly, and there they were able to do the opposite to be able to score and pull ahead offensively.
Connor Lil on the deflection there. That was just a beautiful play all around. Huge hit into the boards there. Scranton got absolutely rocked by Connor Lil there. He just scored and he just got a hit. Connor Lil's doing a lot right now. Penncrest trying to recover off the stick of McKelvey, but he's not able to quite corral it. Penncrest now will ring it around the boards. And they find someone, Scott Scranton, who gets absolutely crushed there in the corner by Scuderi, I believe. Scranton will bounce it along the wall to McKay. McKay looking to get something going. Doesn't have a clear lane, so he'll go around. McKay, chance out in front, and just wide. Penncrest responds right back with another great chance. They're not able to capitalize. Here comes Grant. Grant fires. Excellent save by Vieira. A second chance, and it does not go in either. Dylan Vieira standing on his head right now. 40 seconds left in the period. Haverford cannot get it out. Another shot on Vieira. They can't get it out. And they finally do. Haverford will dump it down the ice for an icing. But Dylan Vieira under siege there, under fire. Had to make, 4 or 5 absolutely ridiculous, incredible saves there. But Haverford was able to get the whistle, relax, breathe. 33 seconds left. They're able to reset.
And there we see what the Ford's defense is really made of. The first 2 goals, kind of an anomaly as far as what they're used to. But now we see kind of the pressure they can take and the amount of shots they can block. Now the offense just needs to turn that into scoring opportunities.
Haverford's second line is out. That's Jack Brawley, Finley Kent, and Jorge Tecador here, if I can identify the numbers correctly. Fitty now with 8 seconds left. Give it to McCormick. McCormick will go in the corner, dump it out. They're able to recover. Yoder with few seconds left, and he's not able to do anything. So quite an offensive showcase here in the first period, a very exciting period. Penncrest is able to get 2, 1 very early, and then 1 on the power play. But the forwards are able to respond with a Connor Lil goal, 1:42 left. Even-handed, even strength, 5-5.
Yeah,
so
this definitely subverted our expectations for the game. We both thought it was going to be a little bit more low scoring. And I think Penncrest kind of rampaging offense out of the gate was kind of overwhelming for the Fords at first. We saw their defense at the end there kind of get used to it with 5 different saved shots on a singular drive. So hopefully the Fords can keep that up, and then their offense just needs to produce a few more scoring opportunities, because we've seen if they shoot enough, a couple shots will go through.
Exactly, and I feel Haverford was a bit skittish to start out with. Penncrest was just getting turnover after turnover after turnover. They were able to recover. They were able to pressure Vieira relentlessly. But then the Fords started getting in their mojo, started getting in their zone, started having good offensive chances, and they were able to get one past Walker. So they were able to salvage part of the period at least. As both teams are talking it over, we will be right back for the second period. And we are back here at the start of the second period. Fords are able to win the faceoff. It'll go back to Lindelof. Lindelof trying to find someone, and he won't. Just go into the corner here. Huge hit right in front of us. Haverford's able to get it out, though. Brawley, that second line, starting the period here. They had a good shift to end the period, first period. They're back at it, and they score! What a shot there. I believe that's Finley Kent. Goes top shelf and buries it to start the period, and the Fords have tied it up.
That is exactly what Penncrest did in the first, where they came out of the gate swinging, and they were able to get their offense on track and just overwhelm the Fords defense. And now the Fords are giving them a taste of their own medicine, and hopefully they can just keep it up throughout the rest of the game. So they're almost ahead, and what we said earlier was that if they play from ahead, they're almost unstoppable.
And Sean Yoder, just like that, is able to tie it up. Huge goal by Yoder there. Fords are able to recover now. Not even a minute into this game, and they've already tied it up. And another shot. Walker's having to stop that. Fords are coming out flying in this period.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they were able to recuperate after the first period, kind of get some rest, able to know and adjust to how Penncrest has been playing, and their offense will get the puck back again here.
And this will go down the ice. Penncrest is able to recover. McKay has it. McKay will circle back. Trying to get something going for Penncrest here. That's off a stick, and Haverford's able to recover. They'll throw it down the ice. McKay will get there. McKay being pressured by McKelvey there. Battle of the mix. Haverford's able to get it back. They'll throw it, but they had men offside. They're just going to have to dump it. Almost a good play there by Penncrest, but Heller's able to recover. He'll throw it back. Haverford completes their line change. And here comes Jan Cerullo trying to find a man. He almost had it. Not quite. He had Murphy on the left-hand side. Jackson Murphy served the penalty earlier. Almost had a fantastic shot there. Now into the corner. Penncrest able to get it back. They do not have numbers. 3 on run right now, and they'll just dump it in. Heller now. Heller being pressured. He'll give it off to Stickle. Stickle. We will dump it down the ice. He did not have anyone. Thought he had Murphy there for a second. He did not. The puck will go all the way down the ice. Haverford's able to complete a defensive line change. Forwards are able to get it back, though. Bannister. Bannister on the corner. Penncrest player trips and falls. Haverford's able to recover. Fitty is not able to get it out, and whistles will blow. 14:48 in what has been an eventful second period thus far. Face-off in the Ford's defensive zone. It's Jack Brawley's line back out. And Brawley's able to win the face-off. McCormick, being pressured by 2 Penncrest players, is able to get it out, though. Here comes Tekador. Tekador almost had a nice break there. Not quite. Penncrest is able to get it back, though. Fitty he's able to clear it. Penncrest looking to recover. They'll just throw it down, and that will be an icing. So Haverford with another golden offensive chance here. 14:30 left in the second, and they will have an offensive zone draw in Penncrest's zone.
They haven't been able to turn points off of the icing so far, but I think if they keep it up, especially at the rate they're at with scoring goals extremely quickly recently, I think they have a better shot now, definitely.
Fitty will just throw it down to Walker. Walker easily takes care of that. We'll throw it to the side. Penncrest. He's got a man. He's being pressured, though, so he's going to have to dump it. Vieira's got it now. That's Tesla out in the pressure. Haverford starting something here. Then Yoder, Tekador, and Brawley out there. Not get it at the moment. They'll dump it down. Haverford's able to complete their line change now. Penncrest, Nash behind the back pass. Find someone. Penncrest now with numbers, trying to get something going. Shot on Vieira is easily gloved. Another shot, and Vieira's got that. And some extracurricular activities. After the whistle was blown there, Fitty shoves a man. Penncrest doesn't like that. They shove back. But cooler heads will prevail. 13:41 left in the period. And Andrew Fitty is actually going to get a minor for roughing on this one. So Haverford is back to the penalty. Penncrest is 1 for 1 on the power play thus far as they win the faceoff. Scranton will give it off to Grant. Grant almost turns it over. He's able to fire it. Nice save by Vieira. Forwards are able to get it, though. Lil clears it. Excellent clear by Connor Lil there. He has been on fire this game. 13:20 left in the period. Folks, if you're just tuning in, Andrew Fitty just got called for a roughing penalty here. And Penncrest back on the power play. They turn it over, and the Forwards are able to capitalize. Excellent clear there by Alex Scuderi. Minute 30 left on the power play here. Penncrest starting to get something going. Trying to find someone. Can't, so McKay's just going to take his time. Waiting. Circling. We'll give it off to Grant. Grant in the corner. We'll get it back to McKay. McKay will give it off. Shot, and that's off Vieira's blocker. Grant's able to recover. Nash Grant is Penncrest's leading scorer. Gives it back to McKay. McKay gives it off. Scranton shot, and that'll hit the net. The back net, sorry. So we will have a stoppage in play. 52 seconds left on the Haverford penalty here.
Great use of defense there, able to deflect the shot. Make sure Vieira's not putting in too much work.
Yoder, Tekador, McCormick, and Scuderi out there, I believe. Sorry, Liam Heller. As Penncrest is trying to get something going. Scranton fires. Oh, dangerous chance there, but Vieira saw it all the way. His pad was right on it. 12:22 left in the second period. 2 goals for Haverford, 2 goals for Penncrest. and 41 seconds left on the Haverford penalty. Penncrest is starting to get something going there, but Vieira, expert save, is able to extinguish the fire. Scary wins the face-off. It goes into the corner. Penncrest is able to come away with it, though. Matt Lebuano. Lebuano will circle, looking for a better option. Lil's guarding him. Lebuano will go into the corner. Passes it almost. Penncrest had a man who's just not able to corral the puck. This will go into the corner now. Penncrest fires. Vieira will save that. Tesla out in front is not able to deflect it. And we will have another draw with 16 seconds left in the period. In the power play, sorry.
The forwards better thank their lucky stars that pass didn't connect because they had a wide open look at the goal. Vieira was trying to defend on the left. The crossover in front of the net would have been detrimental.
As Penncrest wins the faceoff here, they've got 15 seconds to get something. Lebuano gets it to Grant. Grant almost loses it. Shot just wide. Lebuano is able to recover, though. Back to Grant. Grant slappers off the pad of Vieira, and Haverford is able to clear it as the penalty expires. This will go all the way down the ice, and Walker will freeze the puck here. 11:36 in the second period. Haverford just killed the penalty, and now they've got an offensive zone draw. Ciancerulo wins the faceoff there. Haverford trying to get something going. They can't. Penncrest is able to turn it over. 1-on-3. Nice play by Stickle there. Stickle's able to get it back. Stickle will throw it down to Ciancerulo, who almost had a fantastic chance there. Great play by the Penncrest defense. They're able to turn it over. Haverford is able to get it back, though, before Penncrest dumps it back into the ice. Huge hit by Scott Scranton there. Just decked a Haverford player, but they're able to recover. Penncrest now has the puck. Grant fires off the blocker of Vieira. Noggle now. Noggle will throw it behind. Fitty being pressured by Francis and another. It's got Scranton, but he's able to get it. Stickle now, trying to get something going. Had Jesse there for a second, not quite. Now, here come the forwards. Saraceni has it for the forwards now. Saraceni off the boards, able to get it back. Here comes Ciancerulo. Oh, sorry, Yoder. Yoder gets shoved off the puck there, trying to get something going. Yoder scored that goal very early in the second period, trying to get something going there. Huge hit by Fitty, but a huge save by Vieira there, as he had a Penncrest man chase Francis. Clean shot. Francis not quite able to bury it there. Forge able to get it now. Here comes Yoder. Yoder with Brawley and Tekador on his side. Yoder will go into the corner. Shot. Walker's able to block it, and this will go down the ice. Penncrest has it now. They have numbers for a split second. Here comes Hosh. Hosh trying to get something going. We'll circle it, and it's off a Penncrest skate. Here comes Yoder now. Yoder trying to get something going. Sean Yoder will fire it into the net, and we will have a stoppage in play. 9:43 left in the second period here. Haverford scored not even a minute into the period. Then Penncrest was able to draw a penalty. They did not capitalize on that power play. And now Haverford will lose the draw. Alex Scuderi not quite able to handle it there. Shot. A Walker barely saved that. Scramble out in front. Lil almost had that for a second. 9:30 in the period now as the puck will go into the corner. Here comes Heller. Heller fires, and gloved by Walker there. Saw it all the way. But the forwards starting to get something going here offensively. They had a nice circle around there. They had a good shot, but Walker was able to get it.
Yeah, we saw a lot of back and forth possession there from both teams. A bunch of good looks. I think the forwards were very close to a breakaway a couple of times. And under different circumstances, I think they would be up right now.
As Lindelof fires a shot that Walker will deflect into the net. So another draw. 9:20 left in the period, as both teams will go for a change. Alex Scuderi, Connor Lill, and Sean Yoder out for the forwards, with McKelvey in tow and McCormick. As actually, hold up, this is a penalty on Penncrest. It is Gavin McCarty serving the 2-minute minor there. I didn't see what it was for, but Haverford now, their second chance on the power play. They were 0 for 1, but this can be their chance to get their 10th power play goal of the season.
Especially starting in the offensive zone, they've been very heavy on the momentum in the second period thus far.
As Penncrest is able to capitalize on the turnover. McCormick, fantastic defensive play. Huge poke check there by Dylan Vieira. What a gutsy play. Poked it out right from the Penncrest player. Almost a breakaway. And now Haverford's able to recover. Here comes Scuderi. Scuderi with Yoder and Lil on his sides. And McKelvey. Lil will go into the corner. Here comes McCormick. McCormick will give it off to Lil. Lil fires off Walker. Walker's able to save it. This goes into the corner. Haverford's able to recover. And Penncrest clears it. A minute left in the penalty here to Gavin McCarty of Penncrest. As McCormick will reset. Penncrest changes their lines. McCormick will give it off to Murphy. Jackson Murphy turns it over, but the forwards are able to recover. McCormick. McCormick being pressured incessantly by Hosh there, but gets a man back to help him win that. Lil has it now. Lil with Sian Cerullo and McKelvey on him. Turnover there by Lil, but Penncrest not able to capitalize. They had two men right next to each other. They couldn't set up a scoring chance at all. 20 seconds left on the power play here for the forwards. This will go into the corner. McCormick tries something from the corner, just not able to get it as Penncrest is able to clear it. Fitty now. Fitty will hand it back to McKelvey. McKelvey trying to find someone, and he does. Goes into the corner. Sian Cerullo is not able to quite get it, though. Penncrest is able to recover. Haverford player lost his stick for a second, but they're able to get that back before anything dangerous happens. Fitty is able to get it now. Fitty off the stick of Stickle. Nash Grant is able to pick it up for Penncrest. Grant will reset, gives it off to Lebuano. Lebuano waiting behind his net. Pressured there by Murphy. And Murphy able to, fantastic forechecking there by Jack Brawley. They shoot! Stickle had a great chance there, but Walker was right in front of that, able to get the pads on it. That shot just wide. Fantastic chance by Stickle there, not able to capitalize. But the forwards are starting to get something going here as Hosh goes into the corner. Checked by Fitty. Fitty can't get the man off. A shot on Vieira, but it goes into the back. Fitty now checks a man. That's Nash Grant. As Heller will give it off to Yoder. Yoder will throw it back to Heller. Heller to Fitty. Fitty off to Penncrest, who will pick it off. This one will go down the ice. Heller will get it. Liam Heller here will throw it down the side. Forwards are not able to get it. Nice save by Vieira there. Quick reaction times. Able to get the stick on it and get it out. Yoder now with the puck. Yoder gets around a man. He's got a man to his right. Not able to set it up there. He had Jorge Tecador right there. Not able to quite capitalize. Here comes Penncrest now. They turn it over. Cole McCarty, brother of Gavin McCarty, not able to get it there. 5:30 left in the period. As Haverford's not able to clear it. And a massive glove save by Vieira. He said, nope, give me that. He saw that all the way. Lindelof there on defense, almost got it. A huge save by Dylan Vieira. He hasn't had to do that in a few minutes.
Yeah, since the beginning of the first period, he's been extremely solid. Even on the power play there, he prevented the shorthanded goal by taking that gamble. It paid off. I think the forwards really rely on him a lot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Their offense had so much momentum a few minutes ago. If they can get that back, they're going to be looking great for the rest of the game.
As Alex Scuderi is able to win the faceoff, give it back to Lindelof. Lindelof now, behind his net. We'll throw it along the boards to McKelvey. McKelvey to Lil. He's got Scuderi with him. Lil trying to get something going. To Scuderi, not quite able to get there. Walker's able to get it all the way down the ice. Goes just past Vieira, and that will be a Penncrest icing. So 4:55 left in the period. Haverford is able to get the icing and an offensive zone draw here.
Despite the shock and awe nature of the Ford's 2 goals, they haven't been able to turn any off of the icing face-offs. Hopefully right now, with kind of the momentum they've gained since the first period, they'll be able to do so here.
As Scuderi not able to win the face-off there, but nice forechecking by Lil, was able to get some pressure there for a second. Penncrest is able to clear it, gets around a man. Noggle, what a block there, defensive block by Brendan McCormick there. I didn't know what happened there for a second. The puck just went over and up. Ford's not able to get it there. Grant being pressured by Lil. Grant is able to hold on here. He's got 2 Haverford players on him. Grant now looking to find someone. Finds Noggle. Noggle will throw it behind the boards, behind the net to Francis. Francis is not able to hold on. Here comes Haverford. Haverford will give it off to Lil. Lil almost got around a man. That could have been a 2-on-1 right there. Now we'll go down the ice. Haverford will barely get the change off. As Penncrest, they have numbers here for a second. It's a 3-on-2. Here comes Penncrest, looking to get something going. Grant fires. Had Noggle there, but if Noggle was just a little bit more to his left, he might have had a wide open net there as Haverford's able to get it. Murphy and Bannister there. They're able to get the puck back for the Fords. Here comes John Cerullo, fires on, and Walker is able to stop that. 3:37 left in the second period. The Fords scored in the first minute, and then it has not been a very offensively dominating period. There's been some fantastic chances, but nothing to write home about.
Yeah, this was kind of more of the game that we expected, kind of a gritty back and forth defensive kind of game.
As Stickle is able to win the faceoff there, but Penncrest is able to get the turnover. McKay finds a man, shot, and they score. Penncrest is able to recover. Cole McCarty there buries it. Yeah, I guess I jinxed that one. Cole McCarty gets it off the turnover, is able to bury it. 3:27 left in the period, and Penncrest has sucked the momentum out of the Fords here.
We've seen the Fords come back throughout the season, and even today, I think they definitely have it in them to be able to get back. It's only 1 goal. They still have a whole period left.
Brawley will win the faceoff, give it to Fitty. Fitty will throw it down the ice, and is nearly picked off there by the Fords. 3:20 left in the period, as we will have a whistle here. And after a brief discussion, the referees have ruled that Penncrest was offside. So face off there, Penncrest is able to win it, but it goes all the way down the ice. McKay is able to recover. McKay through the legs of a Haverford defenseman there. Fitty almost had that. Now here comes Heller. Heller with 3 minutes left in the period. Fantastic pressure there by Cole McCarty, not able to get it. Fords are able to get it out of their zone, but Penncrest is able to recover and get some fresh legs out there. Huge hit by Fitty, but now there's a 2-on-1. Penncrest trying to get something going here, and they can't. Huge break up there by Liam Heller on a 2-on-1. Is able to get the puck in the corner and allows his guys to get back. Shot out in front, and Vieira is able to stop that. So with 2:35 left in the period, Penncrest's offense has started to come alive in these last few minutes.
Yeah, I think they did a great job of stopping the push there. Brawley did a great job of just getting out in front of the puck and making Penncrest have to make a very difficult move to even get a look. And in the end, that didn't even pay off.
As Haverford is able to clear the puck out of the zone, but Lebuano is able to get it back. Lebuano to Grant, who'll give it back to Lebuano. Lebuano will give it back to Grant. Grant will throw it down. He's got a man. That is Donovan Scheidley, who will throw it on. And Vieira is able to stop that. Into the corner now. And Haverford is able to win that. Lindelof and Scuderi there. Scuderi He's able to throw it to McCormick. McCormick off to Lil. Lil, he's got McKelvey. McKelvey in stride. McKelvey, he's got room to make something happen here. But played beautifully there by the Penncrest defenseman. Shot on goal does not get anywhere. Haverford, though, has the puck. Shot, and they score! Alex Scuderi, what a shot! Scores and gets the student section alive here. Haverford answers right back. It is 3-3.
There you go. There's the forwards. They're being very calculated, a little bit slower than the last couple goals they scored. But in the end, it still paid off. And we were talking about how this second period has been a little bit slower. And now we have the same number of goals as the first. So I think we're back on the scoring streak for both teams. It's just a matter of who will get it next.
Murphy, Sian Cerullo, and Jesse out there for the forwards. And in case you just missed it, Alex Scuderi scores for the forwards to tie it up at 3-3. A minute 43 left in the game now. Penncrest is able to recover. Francis will give it off to Noggle. Noggle off a stick, and that will hit the net. So we'll get a stoppage in play. So Yoder scores in the first minute for Haverford, and then Alex Scuderi scores in the last 2 minutes for Haverford. So they've been able to tie it up here. Some fantastic offensive pressure there. Brawley's able to win the face-off there, but Penncrest is able to get it almost. Yes, they do. Francis, give it back to McKay. McKay trying to go to clear. He can't get it. Yoder almost had a breakaway, but he's able to get it, though. Yoder, by himself, nearly got around a man. Minute 15 left in the period here. Haverford is able to turn it over. Yoder with some space almost, but Scott Scranton, beautiful defensive play. Able to force a turnover there. Penncrest now trying to get it. Jorge Tecador of Haverford almost got the turnover there. Penncrest. Noggle fires. Almost on goal, but just wide. In the corner now. Haverford trying to get it out. They cannot. Francis has got it. Francis right in front, but Yoder beautifully picked that off. But he turns it over. Penncrest trying to get something going here. Scranton just off the stick of Francis. Dylan Vieira is getting pressured a lot in this last minute. Huge hit by Brawley there. But forwards are not able to keep the puck. McKay for Penncrest. McKay fires. Easy save by Vieira. Here come the forwards now. 25 seconds. Zaccarini is able to get him around a man. Fires just wide. McKelvey there trying to get the puck for the forwards. He's not quite able to. 14 seconds now. Lindelof will throw it along the boards to Lil. Almost had someone, not quite. Lil's able to keep it in, though. Lil circling around. 5 seconds here. Gives it off to McCormick. McCormick, 2 seconds. And that will be the end of a very exciting second period there. Both teams are able to score. Penncrest scores once. Haverford is able to score twice with Sean Yoder and Alex Scuderi, bookends of the period there. They tie it up. And it's a 3-3 game as we head to the third period. We will be right back. And we are back for puck drop of the third period here in a 3-3 game. Haverford was able to score 2 in the second period, as this puck will go behind Vieira. Vieira is able to corral it. Scranton there, nice forechecking, but McCormick is able to get it back. For the Fords, puck goes to the corner now. Nash almost had it from Penncrest. Not quite. Into the corner now. Scott Scranton from Penncrest still has it. Give it back to Lebuano. Lebuano off the stick of Grant. Grant fires, and off the skate of Alex Kaderi there, who also scored in the second period for Haverford with about 2 minutes and change left. Another shot just wide of Vieira, as the Fords are finally able to get it out of their zone. Almost a minute straight in their defensive zone. They're able to get it, though. Here comes McKelvey. McKelvey can't get around Grant. Grant will throw it down the ice. Fiddy's able to get it, though. Fiddy, give it back to McCormick. Just off the stick of McKelvey. He almost had it there. But that allows both teams to change. Grant off the stick of a Ford, but Haverford is able to get it back. Off the boards, Fords with numbers, but turn it over. Cole McCarty for Penncrest. He's also scored today. As the puck will go down the ice. Fords are able to get it, though. Here comes Yoder. Yoder firing just wide. Tekador on the forecheck is not able to get it. Penncrest gets it. Cole McCarty will give it to his brother, Gavin McCarty. Now Cole McCarty. Cole McCarty fires, and easily gloved by Dylan Vieira. Dylan Vieira has flashed the glove quite a few occasions today. Just right there. 15-18 left in the third period. Tied 3-3 game. And the Fords will have a defensive zone draw here. Brawley's able to win it for the Fords. But Penncrest, fantastic forechecking again. Able to get behind the net, but Brawley's able to get it. Brawley turns it over. Shot. Vieira saved. Another shot. Another save by Vieira. Another shot, and it goes over the net. Oh my goodness, Dylan Vieira. Fantastic saves right there. Chance after chance. Fords are lucky that didn't go in. Another shot that goes high and wide. Vieira doesn't have a stick, but the puck will go down the ice and will allow Vieira to recover. 14:42 left in the third period. And folks, if you just missed it, there was an absolutely wild scramble right there in front of Dylan Vieira. He had him on his knees trying to find the puck. He could not find it. But luckily, the puck went over the net. 14:42 left in the period here. Fords back in their defensive zone. And Sian Cerullo was able to win it. Here comes McCormick. McCormick off the boards. Nice play by Penncrest to keep it in. And they do. Another nice play there. Haverford just cannot get it out of their zone. Into the corner now. Penncrest, 3-on-2 board battle, but Haverford gets reinforcements and they win. Still along the boards now. Penncrest is able to get it back. Nash, give it to Lebuano. Back to Nash. Nash going into the corner, being pressured by McCormick. But Nash is able to hold on. Goes along the boards now. Gives it off to Lebuano. Lebuano being pressured there by Murphy. Lebuano will throw it down. Picked off by Fiddy. Fiddy will ring it around the boards to Bannister, and they finally cleared. Never mind. Stickle almost cleared it. Not quite. Fiddy is able to get it. And the Fords, again, they cannot clear it. This has been like their 6th attempt, and they cannot clear it right now. And off the stick of McCormick there. McCormick will give it to Stickle. And Penncrest gets it again. Another turnover. Nash fires wide. Into the corner now, and finally, Haverford is able to get the defensive stop, get some fresh legs out there. That was 6 or 7 chances there. Haverford trying to clear the puck. They just could not do it. Fantastic offensive shift there for Penncrest, even though they couldn't score. Now here comes Penncrest again, but turned over. Here comes Lil. Lil, had McKelvey on his left-hand side, was not able to get there. And we will have a stoppage in play.
We see the problem that the Fords had in the first period again, as Penncrest just continued to hog all of the time of possession, able to get shots off. And as good as a goalie that Vieira is, with that many shots, you can't expect him to save all of them. So the Fords really need to get their offense going and just have the puck in their own hands rather than give it to Penncrest.
McKelvey, Lil, and Scuderi out there for the Fords, as Lil is able to clear it down the ice. He had Lindelof there, but Lindelof and Bannister were not quite able to get it. Puck goes into the corner now. McKelvey trying to force something. Nearly turned over there. Lil, if he turned his back, he might have had it. Penncrest has it now. Picked off. Dylan McKelvey alone. Shoots, and he scores! Dylan McKelvey turns it over one-on-one, and he scores just like that. And Dylan McKelvey has put the Fords on his back, and now it's 4-3 for the home side.
There's the Fords electricity again. That's what happens when you just retain the puck and just go for just possession. It doesn't matter if you get it right away. As long as you hold it and you get enough chances, it will work.
Dylan McKelvey there, Haverford's leading scorer, and for good reason, is able to put the puck behind the net there for himself. His 11th goal of the year, his 19th point of the year, and Haverford now has the lead with 12 minutes to play. Puck will now go into the corner. McCormick. And Penncrest scores here. I didn't quite see what happened, but the puck is in the net. It's Nash Grant, I believe, for Penncrest scoring there. And for the Fords, you just scored, you just got the lead. You can't have a defensive lapse like that. Even though Penncrest has been pressuring almost all period, they are able to get it behind Vieira there, kind of a scramble in front, and they're able to score.
There's kind of that electric strike that they came off of in the first period. I think the Fords haven't seen that in a while, so I think they weren't quite expecting it.
Vieira will stop that, allow the Fords to reset. Well, folks, if you just missed it, Dylan McKelvey got the turnover, one-on-one, scored, give the Fords a 4-3 lead. And then Nash Grant for Penncrest scores right back. So it's tied 4-4 here in the third period. 11:45 left to play in the period here. Penncrest is able to get it. Almost had Cole McCarty there, but not quite. Puck will get out. And Penncrest will be offside. So another reset here. 11:33 left in the period. It is Sean Cerullo, Stickle, and Murphy out there for the Fords. And they are not able to win the faceoff there. Penncrest will give it to Grant. Grant, the man who just scored, give it off to Labuano. Labuano off a Haverford skate. Murphy was almost there. Could have had a nice chance there. But Penncrest now will go into the corner. Haverford man stumbles, able to recover there. And Haverford, is able to get it back. Thought Penncrest had it there for a second. And they do now. Grant has it. Stickle pressuring though. And Penncrest is able to get it out. Back to Grant. Grant gets around McCormick. Grant has a chance here. He fires in wide. Had a top right shot there in the corner. Not quite able to bury it. Another defensive chance that the Fords can be thanking their lucky stars didn't go in. As now it goes behind the net. McCormick there, along with Sean Cerullo, but they're not able to get it. Penncrest now will start the cycle. Into the corner now, Labuano. Labuano back to the point. Give it off to Grant, but it goes off his skate. Grant able to recover. Throw it along the boards. Fiddy's able to get there. Fiddy with Murphy on his side. We'll throw it behind. McCormick there. McCormick has it. We'll give it to Stickle. Stickle not quite able to get it. Grant, another shot saved by Vieira. Another pad save there. As the Fords cannot clear it. Now they do. Noggle. Give it off to McKay. LeBuono changes for McKay. So now McCormick behind his own net. Give it to Lil. Lil does some moves, back to McCormick, and they clear it, but intercepted by McKay. Forwards will go for a defensive change here. They're still not able to get it out. Now they do. Forwards almost had numbers there. McKelvey, Scudieri, and Lil out there. Every single person on Haverford's first line has scored. So that is a very scary sight to see if you're Penncrest, that Haverford's offensive firepower is back on the ice here.
Yeah, especially in this kind of crunch time situation. Anything coming up here is going to be extremely powerful for the rest of the game. Maybe the deciding goal comes next. It's really tough to tell between the droughts and then just rainstorms of goals here tonight.
Absolutely, as Penncrest goes for a change. 8:50 left in the period. They spent a lot of it in Haverford's defensive zone. Both teams have scored once this period. Huge hit there, but Brawley's able to recover. Brawley will get the puck out, and now here come the forwards. Brawley had McKelvey on his left, but turns it over before anything can come of it. Here comes Saccarini. Saccarini is not able to corral it. Now Penncrest is able to recover. This will go down the ice. No icing called here. Heller trying to get something going here. Goes off a Haverford skate. Had a man right there. Not quite able to get it. But it's picked off again. Heller will throw it back down the ice and allow the forwards to change. Huge defensive change there for the forwards. They really needed that. As Penncrest now surging ahead. Trying to get something going here. Cacchiola will go behind the net. But the forwards are able to come away with it there. Nice defensive play by Lindelof. Lindelof is able to get it out. And he's able to turn it over again. He still has it. Lindelof throw it down the ice, allowing another Haverford change here. Pressure by Sean Cerullo. Not able to turn it over, but the forwards are able to get the puck back, though. They'll throw it back down the ice. Here comes Grant. Grant being pressured by Murphy. Grant will give it to Cacchiola. Cacchiola on the side here, being pressured by Sean Cerullo. And turned over here, Stickle will throw it down the ice, allowing another Haverford change. Off the boards now. Turned over here. Here come the forwards. Stickle and Murphy almost had it. Two Haverford players almost got the puck there, but they're able to throw it down again behind the Penncrest zone. Now behind the net and in their zone, Penncrest looking to recover. They do. They get it out. Almost had Grant there, just off his stick. Pass a little bit too fast to connect. Puck will go into the corner here. Huge hit there. Lil trying to get it, and he will not be able to before the whistle is blown. So 6:36 left in a very exciting third period. A lot has happened thus far, and Haverford will have a defensive zone draw.
I think the forwards on the draws, even on their offensive side, have been, a bit lacking. I don't think they've let up anything off of draws on their defensive zone.
And they have not thus far. 6:25 left in the period here. Puck goes into the zone, into the corner of their zone. And here comes Fitty. Fitty on the other corner now, trying to find a man. He's able to get it out. LeBuono gets decked there. Dylan McKelvey now has the puck. McKelvey will send it to McCormick. McCormick's got Lil. Lil's got McKelvey in stride, but fantastic defensive play there by Grant in order to prevent the 2-on-1. Puck goes into the corner now. It's Brawley, Lil, and McKelvey there. Not able to get it. Here comes Scott Scranton. Scranton gives it, not quite there. Tried to get an offensive zone opportunity. Here come the forwards in transition. The forwards to Lil. Lil gets around one. Not quite able to get around Nash Grant. If he was able to do that, he could have had a nice play there. Penncrest has numbers, decides to wait, allowing Haverford to get back. Shot just wide. 5:25 now as it goes into the corner. Along the Haverford bench here. And the puck will go down the ice. Allows Penncrest and Haverford to change lines. Yoder there on the pressure, and they turn it over. Here come the forwards, but the puck goes out of the zone. That was a nice play there by Tekador, not quite able to get it. Shot goes high and wide over Vieira. 5 minutes left in the period. Puck will go down the ice, right to Walker, who will give it to a man there. Penncrest now starting to get something going. Scranton, Francis by his side. Scranton going behind the net. He's able to find Noggle. Noggle now gets to Lindelof, is able to get there, pick it off. Puck will go around. Haverford's able to get it, and they are able to clear it, allowing a much-needed defensive line change there for the forwards. They get fresh bodies out there, but here comes McKay. McKay with speed. McKay trying to get something going here, not quite right there, but Penncrest is able to recover. Shot off the pad of Vieira there. That was Noggle on the shot. And here come the forwards. McKelvey will fire off the pads of Walker. Puck goes into the corner. Haverford is able to keep it in at the last second. Never mind. Now Haverford's going for a change, as Cleary will give it to Francis. Francis will give it to Scranton. Scranton gets checked by Lil there, but hangs onto the puck. Still hangs on. Scott Scranton going into the corner now. Puck will go along the Haverford bench, and they're able to get it out. Penncrest trying to reset here. Doesn't have anyone with him at the moment, so Penncrest is not able to get anything going. Haverford will get the turnover, and they get it out of the zone. Here come the forwards now. Brawley fires just wide. Had a man with him. He had Tekador on his side. Not quite able to capitalize there. Puck goes behind the net. Here comes Yoder. Yoder, who scored already in this game. He's got Brawley with him. Is not able to capitalize. Forwards have to dump the puck in order to avoid being offside here. Under 3 minutes to go here in the period. Puck will go all the way down the ice, and it will be a Penncrest icing. So 2:53 left in the period, Jack. What do you think this offensive zone draw means for Haverford?
I think it means they got a shot here. I think they've had a lot of opportunities. They've had a lot of defensive scares in the past couple minutes. I think they need to flip the script here. They got 3 minutes left. It's crunch time. They got to just get a shot off and make sure it's in the perfect spot.
As Yoder does get the shot off, but it's blocked there by Cole McCarty. So now Penncrest driving. Gavin McCarty, who scored for Penncrest today, in the corner, gives it off to Lebuano. Lebuano to Nash. Nash fires, stopped by Vieira. So forwards get the shot, and then Penncrest rushes down the ice and gets a shot as well. Both goalies will freeze it. So now 2:33 left in the period here. That is Lil, McKelvey, and Scuderi out there for the forwards. As Haverford will win that here. Into the corner now. Scuderi trying to get it out, and he will. Here comes Lil. Lil, burst to speed. But can't get around Nash Grant. Another defensive play there. Nash Grant with McCarty, but Grant will keep it himself. Grant fires over the glove of Vieira. Huge hit on the board there. Connor Lil just decked a guy into the boards, and he's able to get the puck out. So Penncrest has to reset. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third period. And it's turned over. Here comes Alex Scuderi. Alex Scuderi fires off the pad of Walker. Scuderi there was kind of by himself. He didn't really have the offensive pressure needed. And Penncrest is able to get it out of their zone. Here comes Hosh. Hosh by himself. Hosh fires off the pads of Vieira. Turned over there. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Behind the net now, as Haverford still has it. And now McCormick charging up the ice with speed. McCormick gets around McKay there. McCormick circling, trying to find a Haverford player here, but Hosh is right there. Haverford's able to recover though. Yoder. Yoder gets it back. Yoder fires off a stick. and right in front of Walker. Almost had a man there. Fords able to keep it in. Another shot by Tekador, and it is stopped by Walker. Fantastic offensive zone chance there for the Fords. Tekador was right in front. And with 58.4 seconds left to go here in an exhilarating third period, Haverford has an offensive zone draw.
I think both of the goalies, despite the score right now, they've done very well. I think the save percentage is high despite the amount of goals they let up. Because I think there's been just a ton of shots this game.
As Yoder will fire a shot wide, but Haverford is able to get the turnover, forces it down to Penncrest's zone. Penncrest trying to get something going here as the Fords just barely complete a change. They'll dump it off. Francis fires, and it will be stopped by Vieira. 38.7 seconds left in the period, as now Penncrest will have an offensive zone draw here. Penncrest wins the draw here, goes into the corner. Penncrest with 30 seconds left. Grant fires just wide. 25 seconds now as the puck goes into the corner, it's cleared. Here comes McKelvey. McKelvey will throw it down just wide of Walker. Penncrest now. McKay with 17 seconds to play. Give it off to Scranton. Scranton is forced off the puck here. Last chance for Penncrest. Fires high and wide. 5 seconds left now. McCormick in the corner. Scuderi in the corner with help. And that will be the end of the third period here. Both teams score one right after another. And folks, we're headed to overtime. We will be right back at the stadium in a 4-4 tie. We will be right back. And we are back here for 3-on-3 overtime. It is Yoder, Lil, and McCormick out there for the Fords versus 3 players for Scranton, I believe. That is for Penncrest, sorry. That's Scott Scranton. That is Nash Grant and Matt Labuano. So they're running a 2-man defensive scheme. They have a 2-on-1 here. Penncrest going with McCarty, and they score. Nash Grant buries it here, and Penncrest picks up a very quick overtime winner, and they will defeat the Fords 5-4 to end this game.
It's a real heartbreaker for the Fords. They played very well except for that first part of the first period where they led up 2 almost back-to-back. I think they were in it till the end. Overtime loss, not as bad as a regular loss, standings-wise, obviously. I think the Fords need to take this one on the chin and just move on to their next fight.
Absolutely, and I think looking back on this game, those first 10 minutes in the first period is going to be what they focus on a lot. You know, letting 2 goals in 10 minutes and then having to fight back like that. The Fords fought back valiantly. They were able to score 1 late with Connor Lill. Then they scored 2 in the second with Sean Yoder and Alex Scuderi. and then they scored one in the third as well with Dylan McKelvey. But, having to fight back from 2-0 down in the first period, not the way you want to start it. And Penncrest, credit to them, they got a fantastic chance and they buried it there early. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, my name is Nick Petrucci, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Jack Keaveney himself. We're so thankful you guys are here. Unfortunately, the Fords are not able to get the win as they fall 5-4 in overtime to Penncrest. We will be back tomorrow, I believe, right?
Yes, we have a boys basketball game tomorrow.
7 p.m. So if you cannot make it to the Ford Center, be sure to tune in to us here at 7. My name's Nick Petrucci, joined by
Jack Keaveney once again.
signing off, and go Fords.
Have fun, everybody.